Now that all the training is figured out, time to have a little bit of a chat with everybody around camp and whatnot. Is it then what with the Three Houses is just a strange video game, isn't it? I mean, this is kind of a strange video game as well, but I mean, something the matter, Arvel? What's the matter? Are you the Aegis, aren't you? Anyway, you're oddly quiet. No. I know there's nothing to be done. I know that, and yet I still have this nagging feeling that things cannot continue in this fashion. I wonder why that is. Is he gonna go like all crazy and have us attack Byleth? Because I know he was pretty pissed. Really wanted us to go after Byleth for a while and stuff. Just looking around for items. Whoa, nice spin. We're fighting the kingdom. Then I might get to face Dimitri, right? I've heard he's ridiculously strong. I wonder which of us will come out on top. He might like this, right? I don't know. I think you beat him in terms of pure muscle mass. Yeah, but muscles alone don't count for much. Plus, I don't have a crest. Well, oh yeah, I'll be able to give Ferdinand the Merc Whistle because we'll be able to, like, see his support. We'll be at max support with Ferdinand, and then we can give him the Merc Whistle. Right? That just reminded me there.
Excuse me.
You gotta hear this. I went back to my hometown for the first time in forever. And it turns out that everyone had assumed I died in battle. So my fiancé married another woman. It was my childhood sweetheart. I guess I have no choice but to find another partner. Hey, what about you, Commander? Anyone special in your life? I wish. Let's see here. Hello.
How disappointing.
Happy, it is unnecessary for you to shoulder this burden. My dream is my own responsibility. It's not a burden. I don't really have anything I'm aiming for myself, so I figure I might as well fight for what you want. No, I will not allow it. Haven't you always spoken about wanting to find your own goal in life?
Honestly, I don't
Yeah,
know.
which is exactly why I decided to help you. I don't know how much I can really do, though. I think I have my support max with Happy, so I'll make Constance like me more. I don't know if my support is maxed with Constance and whatnot. I can understand why Constance wants you to find your own dream.
Indeed.
Yes, exactly. Look, I'm truly delighted you want to help me. But yeah. What? Hawaii? Are you over in Hawaii? Mika Blaze, is this something that I never knew about you? Is this a temporary thing, or is that where you live there? We have been subjected to an unnecessary amount of detours, but the time has finally come to settle things with the kingdom. And with the Alliance coming to our aid as well, we will no doubt achieve victory. The issue is what happens after we win. I'm concerned about the relationship between the Empire and the Alliance. Take an optimistic stance.
Let's see.
Come on, there's no way the war would continue after this. I certainly hope you're right. For my part, I shall spare no effort in trying to maintain peace between our two regions. But yeah, never mentioned, yeah, I live on a rock, where the pig is pretty trash, huh? I did not know that. Seems like a pretty interesting climate to be living there.
Let's think about that.
Lately, I felt off for some reason. Like I'm not myself. I used to be a timid person who'd get so nervous before battles he couldn't sleep. But now, I feel strangely calm, even though we're facing a major fight. I'll praise him. That just shows how much you've grown. You've been doing a great job. Ha, you're gonna make me blush. I'm not so sure about all that, but I appreciate you saying so. But yeah, is it like a super sketchy week for interwebs out there? Out there in the tropics and such? Alrighty, this away we go. Oh, there's someone to talk to over here, it seems like. Gather around the campfire and sing a campfire song.
Hey.
I wonder if the kingdom would abandon the Church of Saras if we dealt a big enough blow to the central church. I doubt the king and lords in Fargus are so hard-headed that they keep fighting a losing battle. I have friends and family in the kingdom, so I'd like to avoid stoking the flames of war any higher. Is that so? Is that so, Yuri? Yuri Low. Okay, I'm sorry.
I must be telling you.
I'm having one memory of the previous Duke Ire, but it is a bad one. When we were first coming to the Imperial capital, he had insults from my father. I became angry and attacked, knocking him off his feet. I'm having much to reflect on. It's strange because it was fine before your last stream. I think your internet provider is pissed that Marth died? Maybe. Maybe with that that run that you're doing there. I mean, my ISP is freaking weird sometimes. Just randomly go down sometimes. Like a couple streams ago, I had to stop the Fire Emblem 3 Hope stream just because my internet was not working. Lost your Iron Man run. I'm sorry to hear about that. A lot of mercenaries who worked for the kingdom have ditched their contracts. Everyone's pretty sure they know how this war will end up. Mercenary won't last long if they don't pick up on subtle shifts like that. Huh. Well? Who to chat to over here? Hey.
How's it going?
How you been holding up? Nothing but some shady battles lately, huh? I've had a hankering to really let someone have it. Looks like I'll finally be getting my wish. Sure. Yeah, you're right. We've just been cleaning up after other people's messes rather than actually fighting. See? You get it. I need an opponent I can really unload on. That sounds like, that could be interpreted in a really bad way. Feels as though the full might of the Empire is gathered here. Of course, we also have many talented individuals stationed at Aryan Road in the west, most notably our Minister of Military Affairs. There is no possible way we'll be defeated, but let us be vigilant in protecting Her Majesty all the same. Yeah, let's do that. Can actually beat it with Marth's stats. Too bad he gets obliterated by magic. Well then, his stats aren't that great if his resistance sucks.
Can we talk?
I've sparred with His Majesty several times, and he is amazingly strong. Without a doubt, the toughest warrior in the kingdom. I don't know if I'd be able to defeat him in battle. You don't have to fight.
Let's see.
There's no need to force yourself to fight him, especially since you don't know if you can win.
I don't think so.
No, I can't avoid him. I'm a member of the Imperial Army now. This is going to be a tough battle. Take care of yourself, Harmonia. Is it just me, or does your name just, like, immediately appear whenever it comes up rather than, like, slowly coming up? Sounds about right for Marth there.
Excuse me.
You know there's 3 Alliance territories nearby, right? Burgundy, Albany, Seward. Squidward I just immediately thought Squidward when I saw Seward. Well, there's a dragon out there. The nobles who govern them are extremely opportunistic. They've been shifting between the Alliance and Empire for quite some time now. They also have strong ties with the Central Church, so they've been warned not to cause any trouble. But yeah, so you're playing like the original there, or I guess does it carry over in the remakes? Because believe me, I maxed out the stats on 10 units for a pool party of 10 in Echo Shadows of Valentia. Believe me, I know. I had to do a lot of resetting until I eventually got like maxed out stats, because if you don't have maxed out stats on max level, then you're never gonna have maxed out stats. That's the thing.
Nothing to report.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. Looks like all the crises have been wrapped up. Now everyone can finally take a breath. We just gotta keep up the momentum and end this war once and for all.
I really appreciate
I'm sure you can pull it off. I believe in you. Thanks, Gatekeeper. I appreciate it, man. So we're finally facing off against the Church. I thought I'd already prepared myself for this when I decided to join Captain Gerald, but
That's concerning.
I admit I'm a little hesitant about fighting old comrades. But yeah. Except for Marth, you were saying, because you were saying you had good Marth level ups. I dread the day that I eventually play Shadow Dragon on the channel. I'm a general from Leicester. The Alliance sent me to lend you a hand. I don't really know what's going on, but we're all gonna have to cooperate from here on out, right? We've got your backs, and I believe an Imperial General's gone to aid the Alliance in my stead. While I'm here, I'm gonna have a look at that bow. A solid 10k AF. Except for magic. Expect for magic. I assume that means accept. Let's see here. Where's the thing? We got a thing. Yeah, we got the Inexhaustible. So we can use some Mithril here, right? Like, wait, no. Before I do that, I should see about unleashing effects, the Inexhaustible. Yeah, because that's going to take like 10 Mithril. And look at how much it's going to increase its power. Look at that. Yes, we can get like an uber strong bow. Bam. Sweet. You love to see it. Yeah, so I'll probably give that to someone who's not Leone. As well, probably do. I think you should go to bed, alrighty. Take care there, Mika Blaze. Hope you have an awesome rest of the night. Use my Mithril. Use it. Bring it up to 154. Sure. There's my Mithril.
Is this it?
There we go. Cool. Neat. Well, Inexhaustible plus 3, and with
See you
its
around.
effects unleashed. Sweet. Yeah, understandable there. Let's see here. I took your bow, Leone.
Hey there.
Captain's having a pretty in-depth conversation with the Ashen Demon over there. I'm a little put out he didn't include me, but I'm not gonna soak about it. Yeah, the Ashen Demon's his kid. I appreciate the lurk. I'll probably be wrapping up the stream here shortly-ish. It's not my place to butt in on family discussions, even if I am his first in grace apprentice. I received a letter from my adoptive father. He said that I've done this long enough and should come home now. It's a little late for that, though. There's no way I could abandon everyone after we've come this far. I wouldn't be of any use back home anyway. I have no idea what he's thinking. Must be worried, right? Maybe he's just worried about you. He's still your father, even if you're not blood related.
I'm not sure.
Do you really think so? But even if that's true, I have no intention of leaving. Well, glad to hear that you're sticking around. Between Viscount Essar and Baron Gilliger, many Western lords showed sympathy towards the former Duke Ire. And there are many more who secretly oppose Her Majesty's plan, even if they show outward support. You'll like it more if I say this, even though our affinity's maxed. It's been nearly 3 years since Edelgard ascended the throne. That kind of opposition can't be allowed to linger. We need to stamp them out. Oh my! I never thought I'd hear you say something like that. I feel like a proud mother watching your child blossom into a fine adult. Wow, okay. Okay then.
Wow.
I have journeyed with you this far, and I will stay until the very end, Harmonia. Thanks, generic NPC. I too am interested in the secrets the Central Church's leaders are hiding. Garrickmach also houses some ruins. I wonder if we'll discover their true origin. Maybe. Mayhap.
Thing is,
My brother was in charge of Fort Mercius. Doesn't matter that he was standing in for my father. Guess that means he'll have to be held responsible somehow. I just don't know what to do. I'll express concern. Are you worried about him? I know it's nerve-wracking not knowing how it'll play out. No, worrying won't change anything. I know it'll be handled fairly, whatever the outcome. Also, I haven't seen an item while exploring around, something to collect around here. Haven't seen it.
You know.
It looks like a lot of the Knights of Saros are going to join the battle. But Lady Rhea wouldn't possibly appear on the front lines herself, right? It's a possibility. She very well could. It would really boost the Knight's spirits.
My, how
Yes, I
thrilling.
suppose that's true. My goodness, this battle becomes more daunting by the second. Yeah, sure seems like, huh?
I was thinking.
The Kingdom's got plenty of formidable warriors, and they're not just in the Knights of Saros. You especially need to watch out for King Dimitri's right-hand man, the Duke of Dusker. And there's also Felix, the new Duke Fraldarius. I bet he wants revenge for his father. Oh yeah! Sorry, Rodrigue. Sorry about that, but, you know. My dad was killed at Arian Road, and now I finally have the chance to exact my revenge. All my comrades say they're fighting for the Empire or for Her Majesty, but I'm fighting for myself. Well then. As long as we're allies. We're finally going head-to-head with the Knights of Saros. I wonder where I'll run into her, though there's no guarantee it'll happen at all. But if it did... Then what? I think you know. I don't want to say it.
And that's it.
And actually, if you can't figure it out, then you don't need to know. Sorry. Wow. Guess that was the wrong response there in that case. It seems. We failed to wipe out those maggots at Fort Mercius. A pointless battle. I hope the next will satisfy me. Totally will. There are plenty of strong fighters in the Knights in the Kingdom. You'll have a good time for sure. Let us hope so. There we go, he gets a smile. He got his smile there. My father's at Garrickmach, which means I might have to see him again. Though it sounds like he shut himself away, so the chances of it are probably pretty low. It'll be okay, right? Reassure. Yeah, we're pretty far from the monastery now, so you shouldn't have to worry. Right? I thought so too. Alright, who's in the thingamabob over here, huh? Hi.
Do you think?
Do you remember the girl who fought alongside me at Arian Road and lost her life in the process? I remember. I mean Ingrid from the Blue Lion House, right? She was an impressive fighter. Yes, everyone must have been devastated when she passed, especially Sylvain. If a person were to give even a passing thought to every enemy, they'd never be able to fight in a war. But even so, I can't stop myself from thinking about them. Alright, who's over here? Hi! Fighting a pompous noble was way easier than going against a former classmate. So really, that shouldn't change the fact that they're all people with families and lives. I'll reassure you. Can't help how you feel. Everyone finds it easier to fight certain people over others. Yeah, you're right. And our next battle will be full of opponents I'd rather not face. But this is the path I've chosen. Hi! You both are still alive!
Nice one.
I heard of your exploits at Fort Mercius. I was praying for your victory from afar, but it seems I didn't have to worry. The end of the war is finally upon us. I will do everything in my power to see it through. We're close to the end of this adventure.
Excuse me.
Randolph and I guard the front lines the whole time you were away. I'm sure we'll be of use when we advance on the kingdom too.
Yes.
Let me know if there's anything I can do in the meantime. Will do.
Oh.
As maddening as it is, we have no way to fight those who slither in the dark so long as they remain in the shadows. Which means all we can do is try our best to put a halt to their ambitions. If their aim is to throw Fodlan into chaos, then the best way to stop that would be... bring peace to Fodlan to, I don't know, to hurry up and end the war so Fodlan can be at peace, right? That is part of it, but simply ending the war won't be enough. We need to reform our systems of power so that peace is sustainable. That's the only way to ensure they won't meddle with us again, and that the same tragedies aren't repeated. Then. How are you doing, Ferdinand? Yes, everything looks good here. Now, what should I do with that one message? Is something the matter? I do apologize, but I have not one moment to spare. Edelgard has ensured that I am quite busy. Ha ha ha. We'll see the support conversation here shortly. Hi.
How may I help you?
I heard that long ago, houses Fenia and Menia weren't split at all. They were one house. Both viscounts swore allegiance to the Duke Ire of their time, but House Fenia was nearly destroyed, and House Menia cut ties with Duke Ire for their own survival. And now look at the difference in their standing. I guess it's because the next Viscount Menia was so devoted to the Emperor. Because I remember Fenia was there in the battle and such. So, I mean... Hi.
That makes sense.
So that's why you quit the Knights?
Yeah. And also, I'm trying to avoid Lady Rhea as much as possible.
Sorry, am I interrupting?
No way.
Nah, don't worry about it. It wasn't important. Anyway.
You feel like you're ready? This is gonna be our toughest battle yet.
Okay.
We'll show them what Gerald's mercenaries are made of.
Are you busy?
Once again, everyone's convinced that the war will end soon. But I'm not so sure. They say bad things come in threes. That means, like 3 houses, like 3 hopes. That means more trouble is on the way. Oh, we'll deal with it. Doesn't matter. We'll deal with anything that comes our way. We've handled any number of crises by now. That's true, but don't forget that each one has been much worse than the last.
Good to see you.
Hi.
Do you have a moment?
It is not an exaggeration to say that we have dispatched nearly every obstacle in our path, both within and beyond the Empire. All that is left is to vanquish the Central Church and the Kingdom, who obstinately persist in their opposition to us. I'm a little bit concerned about the Alliance. I'm not so sure about that. About the Alliance. They may be our allies now, but we don't know if they'll try and pull something. No, I would like to believe they wouldn't betray us. Guess we shall see here.
How may I be of service?
The bishop was supposed to come himself, but it turned out a representative was good enough, so here I am. The bishop, that is Count Varley, has gone into hiding now. He's not completely incompetent, however. He's still maintaining his duties. Well, at least he's doing that, right? Welcome back, Reggie Bump. Oh, there's the item. We suspect Thalas of being the leader of those who slither in the dark. I kept careful watch for him in Solon at Fort Mercius. But I saw neither hide nor hair of them. I am concerned as to what their ultimate goal might be.
Well?
Do you truly not know anything?
See something even though you don't know?
Let's see.
I don't really know. Maybe they're aiming for somewhere else, like the Imperial Capital or Garrick Mach.
What a surprise, you actually had a response. However, the capital is most certainly not the target.
I preemptively laid a trap for them under the same assumption and came up with nothing. Yoink. A piece of an old note. 15th day of the lone moon. A report says that the Southern Church's Crimson Knights may be up to no good, but the Imperial coronation was only last month. Or is that why? What are they after? Is the Central Church involved? They were originally Knights of Saros, with the Archbishop absent. It's becoming clear, 19th day, it's becoming clear that the newly titled Victoria von Hrim is involved. She's actually Count Varley's daughter, born without a crest, but so was her older brother, so he was legitimized into the heir. House Rim had no crest-bearing heir, so she married in and assumed the title. Rumor is she's also going to be Minister of Religious Affairs. 20th day of the Lone Moon. The Crimson Knights have staged an uprising along with some knights of the House Rim. All these leaks likely accelerated their plans. They want Count Varley confined to the house arrest, and for Victoria von Grimm to become Minister of Religious Affairs. But the Emperor is too proud to condone a militant uprising at his doorstep. 7th day of the Great Tree Moon. It's been revealed that Count Varley had a secret pact with the previous Emperor,
They agreed that he would make his son heir in exchange for the late Victoria becoming Minister of Religious Affairs. When the previous emperor fell ill and died, the Count took the opportunity to renege? I have no idea, I've never seen that word before on the deal. Still, Victoria conspired with the southern bishop to cause the current unrest. That cannot be treated lightly. 12th day of the Great Tree Moon. It has been decided. The southern bishop will be exiled and the southern church crushed. This has sent shockwaves through the entire empire. The central church will surely make their objections known, but the emperor wished to put distance between them anyway. Under these circumstances, Count Varley's stepping down and Viscount Hrim's succession are no longer a certainty. Thus, in someone's journal, by the looks of it, it belonged to a person of some station, but many of the pages are torn out. Now let's go to the personal quarters. Alright, well, now that we've talked to everybody around here, and we've done, like, the training stuff that I wanted to do, let's go ahead and see some of these support conversations. How about here? So, yeah, so Ferdinand is gonna get all his things that he's been locked away from all this time.
Perhaps I will ask Edelgard to handle this matter. As for this one, it seems as though I have no choice but to do it myself. If only I could spare the time.
Hey, Ferdinand. You should probably think about getting some sleep. And that's an order, actually, from Hubert. But I agree with him.
My apologies. My list of responsibilities has grown rather unwieldy of late. Exhausted as I may be, I will be done here shortly. You need not fret.
Ferdinand, come on. I thought you were supposed to be giving everything your all. If you're really that tired, how are you going to be in any shape for what's coming tomorrow? Go on and give your all to a good night's sleep.
Yes, you are right. How could I, of all people, not realize the error in my ways? I shall take that to heart.
Glad to hear you're coming around. Oh, and finish fast, okay? Here, I'll even help. I don't want to go to bed just to find out you stayed up all night working. Let me just...
Wait.
What's up?
Never mind. Thank you for the concern. I will be sure to convey my gratitude to Hubert later as well.
Don't forget. He's really worried about you, you know.
Is he now? Usually he finds any occasion to criticize me.
Same here.
Is that so? Dear, I thought he had taken a shine to you.
If he has, he sure doesn't show it.
Before I forget, what would you think about coordinating our schedules tomorrow? I've been so absorbed in my work of late, we've scarcely had the chance to spend time together. I have been pouring all of my effort into rising early, training, eating, and in the process, I have neglected our friendship. As fellow advocates of giving one's all to all of life's pursuits, I say we work together to draw out each other's dormant potential.
Works for me. My schedule's pretty light these days. It'll be good to spend some time together. But just so we're clear, we are not on the same page with this whole giving our all thing.
Splendid! This should serve as all the motivation I need to continue pressing onward undaunted. And with that settled, I believe it is time for us to devote ourselves fully to a tranquil slumber. Come, our lump-riddled camp beds await our zealous efforts.
Okay, this time you are joking, right? It's seriously impossible to tell with you sometimes.